Touhou Fan Game Jam 10 is here, and the theme is Winter Games. This was the biggest Touhou Game Jam ever, with 200 people making games over the span of 4 days. The end result was 56 different games. I'm not going to cover all of them, but I will cover a good chunk. Like my other jam videos, I'll do a quickfire round of multiple jam games, and then go more in depth into some more games after. Here's my overview of the Touhou Winter Games Jam. Grand Fairy Side Story is a 3D dungeon crawler where you play as the Fairies of Light and fight against wintry foes. It's cool seeing the trio translated into an RPG setting. Cherno's Wisp Freeze is a score-based game where you try to freeze wisps and last as long as possible. There's a lot of dynamic risk and reward systems with keeping enemies on screen for higher point bonuses. Snowboarding Trials combines snowboarding and Danmaku together. Race against oncoming bullets and enemies through a perilous course. Touhou Reimu's Christmas features you playing as Reimu as you drop off presents instead of Santa. The present mechanic allows for unique level design, and the writing can be pretty funny. Sporker Winter has you playing as Yuma as you go on an ultimate snowball fight against snowy versions of familiar foes. You can throw snowballs, and you can eat snowballs. It's a fun time with some nice retro-style graphics. Hokai Invaders is a take on Space Invaders with the aliens from Touhou 12, Stage 6. The Fairy Shields being able to be used as attacks offers a unique system that caters to both defensive and aggressive playstyles. Lily White's Snowball Defense has you throwing snowballs at oncoming fairies. Each end of a round lets you access a shop. It's a simple game loop, but it gets surprisingly hard. Ice to Meet You offers a lot of ice puzzles very reminiscent of the ones found in the Pokemon series. There's over 20 puzzles in this game, so we'll keep you busy for a bit. They're pretty fun to solve, too. Rikako and Cherno is a one-screen dodgeball game where you fight against various winter foes. The graphical style is really nice, and the game stars a Touhou character who doesn't get the limelight as much. Tenchi's Winter Surprise has you building a snowball across multiple levels to destroy Hakure Shrine. It's pretty hard to get a hang of the controls, which adds to the challenge. The game looks and sounds great, and Tenchi's sprite is really funny. And finally, Sled Fairy is a game made in homage to the old Windows game, Ski Free. It's presented with a nice tribute to old Windows operating systems, and offers a wide world to ski through. Alright, now let's delve deeper into some more games. Touhou Chen Wants to Go Snowboarding was made by Jam Regular Rock. This time, they took inspiration from the first Resident Evil game. But don't worry, there's no horror elements. Instead, the graphical style with its camera angles is emulated nicely. As well as the tank controls. You play as Chen as you try to go on a winter adventure. It's a cozy romp through a cold mountainside and a warm cabin. Misty Lake Ice Skate is a simple skating game where you go around a map and try to find collectibles. The skating physics are fun, but what really set this game apart for me were the graphics. The Cherno model is fully original, and it looks fantastic. Heather Swad did a great job bringing all of the 3D elements of this game to life. Plus, Cherno even does pirouettes. Nice. Iced Refreshments is a puzzle game where you try to mix drinks across multiple screens of tools and ingredients. It's a time management game mixed with a slight puzzle element thanks to the colors. You have to mix the right colored crystals to get the right colored drinks and cups. Touhou Ice Hockey Festival is an air hockey game with Danmaku elements. Every character has their own unique shot type and puck size. The game also has a campaign mode with unique interactions between every character. Letty in particular gets some good writing. The game is also really hard. If you want a fun challenge, Ice Hockey Festival has you covered. Touhou Eternal Winter Incident is a minigame collection where you go through a festival to collect items for Lily White to announce spring. The graphics are good, the minigames are fun, and it's cool how they all connect together in a hub world. I especially like the snowman dress-up game, where you try to make a snowman look like a certain Touhou character. That alone would have been a good jam game, but it's part of a bigger package here. Shanghai Snowball Skirmish is a snowball fight game where you have to balance shooting snowballs and shielding against Alice's horde of dolls. The presentation is great, and the emphasis on physics-based gameplay is engaging. There's 4 difficulties to try, with Lunatic being the ultimate challenge. Out of all the games from this jam, Chernobyl Rampage is one of the most underrated. It's a super charming game where you roll in a snowball and try to make it bigger by rolling into other people. The game has a unique take on Danmaku, there's a lot of different Touhou characters that appear, there's some fun news bulletins as you progress through the game, and the game also has some great music. Cherno's Perfect Snow Bash is another snowball fight game, but this one's a lot more active. You move around the arena, gathering snow, building walls, and even make use of special abilities. Every character has their own unique theme, which is cool, but what really sets this game apart is the AI. Fish, the programmer, did a fantastic job programming the AI. It genuinely feels like you're fighting against a human player the entire time. From the gameplay, AI, and presentation working in tandem, this is a must-play. Hyper Snow Drifter is a side-scrolling shmup starring Narumi. Like Kevin Min's other games, the presentation is top-notch. There's a really slick graphical style with a lot of colors on screen, and the music matches the frantic pace of the game. The game itself is nice and fast, with a cool shield mechanic that replaces bombs. It's a very flashy game, and it's a must-play. Woman is no stranger to Touhou Game Jams, and they often create some of the best games at them. A Winter Adventure with Seneko Chia is no exception. In a game very reminiscent of Super Mario 63, you go around an open level and collect snowflakes, to try to win a prize from a snowman. There's a wide variety of objectives and some fun interactions with other Touhou characters along the way, and it's all in Woman's signature art style. Oh, and the prize you get from the snowman for collecting all of the snowflakes? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Just trust me. Go check this game out. Must play. Cherno's Perfect Snow Glide by Waria is a momentum-based physics game reminiscent of both Sonic the Hedgehog and old Flash games like Vehicles. The structure of this game is great. You have 18 small levels where you use momentum to try to collect ice crystals. The game also keeps track of your max airtime and your level clear time, encouraging replayability. But what really makes this game are the physics. It is so much fun to snowboard up and down hills, perform wacky jumps, and seemingly defy logic. There's even an endless level at the end of the game to just mess around with physics. This game has a lot of content with a fantastic core system backing it. It's a must-play. TouhouWare Winter Edition is a WarioWare-styled game with Touhou minigames set in winter. It was made by the duo of Gariko and Frank. It's a great concept executed perfectly. There's not much to say about this game because what you see is what you get, but I cannot understate how impressive this is for 4 days of work. Every microgame having its own unique gameplay and art is inspiring, not just from a programming or artistic perspective, but also from a design perspective. You guessed it, must play. Cherno's Day Off was made by Ferdy's Lab and their team. Ferdy's a pretty popular Touhou artist, and they made a tweet about this game that blew up a bit. So is this game worth the hype? Hell yes! The gameplay's pretty fun, with you fishing as Cherno. It's a simple matter of timing the Z key and mashing buttons. But the fish... Holy fish! There's 50 unique fish in all to collect, with each one having unique art. It's a ton of fun to see the different types of fish, and rarer fish are harder to catch. Impressively, the Fish Encyclopedia also has a unique description for every fish in the game. Each description offers some charming information about the fish from Cherno's perspective. It's a simple game loop with all of its potential brought out. I do think this is the best game of the jam, so it's of course a must-play. And those were some games from Touhou Fan Game Jam 10. If you want to check out the games in the video and more, we'll have a link to the jam in the description below. Besides maybe some of the Pride jams, I think this is the highest quality Touhou Game Jam we've ever had. Good job to all the devs.